Beautiful day out here. A few little clouds rolling in, but not too bad for Friday the 13th. Won't complain. It's around 44 degrees, 7 degrees Celsius, so could be warmer. Still a little bit of a bite to the air, but that's just the way it goes when you're this far north. When you're this far north at this latitude, you could expect some cool weather in March. Lots of hummingbirds around and lots of plants to keep them happy, right? A lot of things here blooming to keep those hummingbirds happy. I was so close to a hummingbird there earlier. I shot a video of it. I got right up to it. I could pretty much touch that thing. And these guys are eating me out. I filled that feeder up yesterday. That bird feeder is about empty already. These little buggers are just kind of kicking it all over the place. I'm going to the shack. Noisy. I worked Australia. I mean, not Australia, Hawaii, Honolulu and Maui. Let's see. CQDX, calling CQ South Pacific, 9 Alpha Tango 791, North Pacific, Gulf Islands. CQDX, calling CQDX, Melbourne, Australia. This is 9 Alpha Tango 791. 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. CQDX, CQ South Pacific, 9 Alpha Tango 791, 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Not a lot of skip coming in. Worked a couple of stations in my portable too. CQ Australia, CQDX, 791, Gulf Islands, 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific, QSX. It's really quiet out there. CQ, calling CQ, 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands. Geez, I think the skip's kind of faded out. I had a little bit of skip earlier. I talked to Maui and Honolulu. Just put it here, and then I'm going to go back out into the garden. There's nothing happening here. Where are my glasses? There they are. Question is, there we go. Okay. All right, guys, we're in the radio shack out back, and I don't know if we have any skip coming in today on the radio. We're gonna. Hi, man. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Say hi. All right. Turn this fan on here. I'll show you what I'm looking at, so you can see what I'm looking at. All right. I'm in the shack out back. CQ, calling CQDX South Pacific, calling CQ South Pacific, 9 Alpha Tango 791, 9 Alpha, oh, I'm on the wrong mode. Calling CQ, 9 Alpha Tango 791, 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Quiet out there. Very, very quiet on the band. $43 371. I got that. 43 something 371 QSL. Okay, Melbourne, Australia. Let's take it down. I got that. Melbourne, Australia. Let's go down to 545. 545 QSL. How about that 43 division, Melbourne, Australia, 9 Alpha Tango 791, North Pacific, Gulf Islands. Okay, we got you. Melbourne, Australia, Ocean Grove. Right on, you're the only one in there. It's very quiet on this side. Very, very quiet on the band. So good to hear you in there from the South Pacific. I did work a couple of Central Pacific stations, Maui and Honolulu, just down below 405. I hope you're having a good Friday. Well, it's Friday the 13th here today, but you guys are 18 hours ahead of us. So I believe it's already Saturday there. This is 9 for Tango 791 Joe, and I have you 6 and 7 S units here. Sounding good, my friend. And like I say, you're the only one in there. I have a little bit of QRM, but you're making a good trip out here to the Gulf Islands off the far southwest Pacific coast of Canada. And please bring back your number once again. Was that 231? Was it 231, 43, something 231? QSL? Hard to hear them. Okay, I think we got it that time because we do have floor. We do have some noise floor in there right now. A little bit of QRM. 43 Whiskey Charlie 271. I hope I got that right. 271. I'm going to give you a weather report here today. Currently 7 degrees Celsius. Currently 7 degrees Celsius here this far north. Sunshine, mostly blue sky. Sunshine with some clouds, and we do have the sun, which is a nice thing. For the start of the weekend here, QSL. 9 in the morning in Australia. Okay, we got that. Well, it sounds like a nice warm day down under. I could definitely relate to that type of weather at this time of the year. Although we're getting very close to spring up here in the northern hemisphere. We're only 7 days away now from the first day of spring. March 20th is the first day of spring up here, 271. But hello there, 623. Good to hear you in there, my friend. And I think we actually have spoken before. I think we definitely have spoken before. So I'll look in my logbook, and I'm sure you're in there. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say cheers and beers and 73s, my friend, because conditions are definitely changing on this end. But like I say, you're the only South Pacific station in there at the moment. It's very, very quiet on the band here. So 43 Whiskey Charlie 271 Ocean Grove near Melbourne, Australia. Have a great day. Happy DXing, and thanks for coming back to my call. We'll listen for you again. 9 Alpha Tango 791 Gulf Island, North Pacific. Cheers, mate. Good to have you in there, Charlie. It's hard to get his number. He's still talking, but it's hard to hear him with that noise floor in there. A little bit of noise floor. He's near Melbourne, Australia. It's very quiet on the band here today, Charlie. I worked a couple of Hawaiian stations on the 458, and then this morning when there's no skip in here at all, I talked to a couple stations in my mobile, but I was up on the mountain, on the top of the mountain. I talked to Georgia, and I talked to Tennessee in the mobile. Yeah, it's hard to hear him now. Yeah. He's still talking. Thank you very much, my friend. You have a great day. Cheers and 73s to your family. And I always appreciate working my friends down there in Australia. Cheers, Muddy, and enjoy that great weather. 9 Alpha Tango 791. We're waving till next time. Yeah, dang. I wish it was better. It's not the greatest conditions right now. It's just really, really bad here today. Now we got the radar in there too, Charlie. Hear that? That's really annoying. We got you in there, 505. Yeah, that other Australian station, come on back, 791.
How's it going, Johnny? You got Daryl here, 4305 Norman saying hello.
Hey, Daryl, how's it going, man? Yeah, it's not the greatest conditions here today, Daryl. That station was near Melbourne, too. He said a place called Ocean Grove. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, that's down on the ocean, the other side of the city, about 2 hours away.
Wow, it's quite a ways away then. Holy smokers. Okay, we got you. Yeah, we have a little bit of a noise floor in there, but we got a good, very, very good copy on you. You're sounding good. Yeah, not a bad day out here. It's Friday the 13th here today, Daryl, but a nice Friday the 13th. It's sunny, and I'm not going to complain. It could be a little warmer. It's only 7 degrees Celsius, which is 44 Fahrenheit. We still have a little bit of that cool, dry Arctic air hanging around, but it should be out of here in the next day or two. But all day it's been very, very quiet here with very little or no skip coming in, QSL. Yeah, well, you know, it was crazy. Okay, so I came into the radio room this morning and nothing, absolutely dead on every channel, no skip coming in. And then I'm driving in my mobile, and I had to go do a landscape consultation for somebody up on one of the tops of our mountains here. And I get up there on the top of that mountain, and it wasn't at the very top of the mountain, but I was probably around 1,200 feet up above sea level. Sure enough, man, I'm in my portable, and there was skip coming in. So I worked a couple of stations in the portable, and as I was driving down and get lower and lower and lower near sea level, skip completely disappeared. QSL? Yeah, at Italy, that's good. Those are good contacts, man. Greece and Italy, holy smokes. Yeah, no, I didn't hear any Europe in here, even when I was driving home from work yesterday. No Europe. I did talk to, some southeastern United States stations in my vehicle, but you haven't had Europe in here for, I'm going to say about a week. Yeah, about 1 week ago was the last time I heard Europe. It's been pretty quiet out that way, QSL. Every day when there's skip, it's always U.S. skip. Not a problem. I can talk to every state except very difficult to talk to are Idaho and Montana, Wyoming. I rarely ever hear. It just must be the location. Vermont, kind of really don't hear Vermont too much, but every other state I can talk to really no problem at all. And they basically come in every single day. QSL? Yeah, I work AM skip too, but usually in the evening, before I'm going to shut it down, if there's some skip running, I'll go on to my little unit in Bearcat 980, and I go down to channel 11. Hey, Tom, how's it going, buddy? I go down to channel 11 AM, and I talk to Hawaiians, because Hawaiians love to hang out on 26085 AM, and same with Australians. So I talk Australian and Hawaiian skip on channel 11 AM. QSL? Oh, sorry, 27085. Sorry, Daryl, 27085, which is channel 11 AM. Hey, how's it going? Tom's in there. Yeah, no, my mistake, my bad. I did say 26, my bad. It's 27085. But you know what, Daryl? I do talk on 26805 FM. When I talk FM, I talk on 26805, which is the FM channel. QSL? I'm still here, but it's definitely changing, Daryl. It's definitely dropping out of there because you went from a 7-8 down to a 1 to a 3. So, but anyway, buddy, I won't tie it up too much longer because conditions look like they are kind of drifting out of there. But try that channel at night there, or maybe it'll be in the daytime where you are. And I've actually worked Australian stations on channel 11 AM and lots of Hawaii. The Hawaiians love to hang out on a channel 11 there, QSL. That's really interesting. Yeah, no, I worked a couple of Hawaiian stations not even an hour ago. I was on channel 375, lower sideband. I talked to Richard there, 17 World Radio 000 Maui, and then 473 out there in Honolulu. And yeah, they were just kind of blasting in here, QSL. Southwest, Charlie, 160 degrees. Well, try it sometime. Go to channel 11 and listen sometime, and I'm sure you'll hear the Hawaiians out there because it's straight shot across the ocean from you there, QSL. Oh, I've talked lots of skip on 28 AM too, but it's usually a pretty good train wreck up here. Yeah, pointed southwest. Dead here too, Charlie. Really dead. Yeah, QSL. Well, and I'll talk skip anywhere. If the skip is rolling, sometimes I get a little bored of sideband. I'll go to AM, work a little skip on my little unit in Bearcat with the IMAX. But, and then I talk way below channel 1 as well, because sometimes some decent skip comes in there. But most of the time, I'm going to say 90% of the time, I'm up here talking to, South Pacific and anywhere else that comes in. But I think the skip is actually better up here, QSL. Well, that's the way I am too. If I come up here and I don't really hear anything, Daryl, then I go down below 40. And if it's too crazy down there, then I just come back up here because sometimes down there it's just too crazy. You know what I mean? You get 20 people talking at once, and it's just really tough to pull anybody out there, QSL. All right there, Daryl. Good to hear you, buddy. I appreciate you coming back to me, my friend. That was a pleasure to talk to you. And wish you happy DXing today. Hope you make a few contacts out there. And if I don't make any more contacts today, I'm very pleased to work my friends out there in the South Pacific. So with that, we'll say 43 Division 055 near Melbourne, Australia. 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. We're waving. Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot, Daryl. Have a good one, buddy. All right, so, and a lot of these same guys I talk to all the time, right? So there we go, Melbourne, Australia, but a lot of kind of QRM in there right now. Hi, guys, Mike Tobago. Mike Tobago. Good to have you in there. Okay, so we just talked to Daryl in Melbourne, Australia. But not the greatest conditions. There's not a lot of skip coming in. So the reason I'm shooting with this camera too, I do shoot for 2 YouTube channels, right? So I'm shooting for Jungle Joe C Video Gates, my radio channel, and we're live right now on Gulf Island Rock. So if you guys are into radios and you like video gates, you go to Jungle Joe C Video Gates. That's what we do. All right, so let's just see here. I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to go back up to the call channel and just kind of listen. And maybe, just maybe, I might go down below 40. Hello, Mike. Where are you from? Where's your location? Are you in the U.S.? Are you in Canada? Are you somewhere else on the planet? We got Charlie in there. We got TNT Tom in Chicago. All right, Baldy. All right, Baldy. Are you talking to me? Is there something wrong with being bald? I don't know. I shave it off. I don't like having it, man. It feels funny having hair. So I keep shaving it. Tobago, West Indies, cool. I've talked there before. I've definitely talked to Tobago. Good place to talk, man. Out in the, would you class that? Yeah, West Indies, right. That's awesome. Very nice to have you in there. Do you have a radio, Mike? talk to you if you got a radio. Just have to get onto the right frequency. I'll show you the radio room here, okay? I'll flip this around and I'll show you what I'm looking at here. So we got the Hawaiian flags up, and it's kind of like a man cave, right? All my junk here. I do like Marilyn Monroe, so lots of stuff. Your radio's down. Wow. Well, that's no good. You got to get that radio fixed. Black Sands Beach, Calipana. If you get that radio fixed, give me a call out there and we'll definitely talk. B. Landon, I think, is a troll. I think B. Landon's just a troll in there. You're always going to get a troll or two, right? So, yeah, so this is the shack out back with all my junk in it. Got lots of junk in the shack, so it's my man cave / shack, right? Man cave / shack out back. And it's looking down into a deep ravine. Yeah, Mike, that's cool. Yeah, I've talked to your area a lot of times. So would you be down by Aruba? Do you know where Aruba is? Way down there? Or are you more north of that? Because there's so many islands in the West Indies, right? I've been into the Caribbean, but I've never been into the West Indies. Never been to the West Indies yet. That would be a cool... That's a severe case of hoarding. Hoarding? Yeah, it's a shack. It's only an 8-foot shack, man. Not hoarding. That's why it's not in the house. That's why it's in my shack. Not hoarding at all. That's great. There's my shack right there. Tiny little building. Not like that over there. That's why my wife puts me out here. That's called collection. That's called a collection of things. And it's actually not junk. I mean, I say junk, but some of it's worth a few bucks. So yeah, no, it's just a tiny little shack out back. It's all junk. B. Landon is a troll. God, I fucking hate trolls. You know what? It may be junk to you, but it's not junk to me. You guys think this is junk? You think this is all junk? These radios? B. Landon says my stuff is junk. Try buying some of this stuff, B. Landon. If you pay a few bucks for these radios. Not junk. Just a little shack out back with my stuff in it. It's a man cave. Junk to you, but not junk to me. Thanks there, Charlie. Yeah, no, B. Landon's a troll. I don't like trolls. Trolls annoy me. That's why they're in here. But you can always kick them off if you want. You are a moderator. So if he says anything that annoys you and you don't want him in here, you just give him the boot. I think that German is Den Stiefel. You give him the Den Stiefel. Kick him right out of here, man. Where's your cupboard full of newspapers? Don't have a cupboard full of newspapers. Yeah, B. Landon's a troll. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like trolls and I don't like smart asses. So B. Landon is actually a smart ass and a troll. So I got pictures of my kids up here. Is that junk? Picture of Marilyn Monroe, me and my kids, you know, cupboard full of newspapers. So some people are minimalists and some people are maximalists. So my room in the house, there's no junk in it. It's all nice and clean and real small and organized with not a lot of stuff. But that's why I have this stuff out here in this shed. B. Landon was timed out by the moderator. Thanks, man. Thank you, Charlie. That's why you're a moderator. It gets rid of morons like him. He's just a clown. You're always going to get clowns in there. He's a troll. So let's just see. Now it's very quiet in here. You see? I don't see. There's no skip coming in. I'm going to try to make a call. And you know what? I bet you if you look at his YouTube channel, he probably doesn't have any videos on there. A lot of these guys that yap like that, I always check out their channel and they don't have anything on there, no content, right? They just go around and they just troll people. CQDX, calling CQ, 9 Alpha Tango 791, 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Let's see if anybody can hear me out there in the South Pacific. CQ, calling CQDX, calling CQ, 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. See how dead it is? Let's go down to the, let's go down on the old 458. It's quiet, man. There we go. Channel 38. 38, Charlie. Australia in there. 076. I gotta do something here. Alabama's in there. Let's flip this around and see if we can talk to some of these guys, Charlie. CQDX, 9 Alpha Tango 791, 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Got Australia coming in with the US. Only on 38. So quiet. CQ. You know, yesterday I said, hi, hey Mike, how's it going, buddy? Good to have you in there. You know, yesterday my stream died and I didn't shut it off. My battery went dead in the phone. The charge went down to nothing, and that's why the stream suddenly ended yesterday. So I apologize for yesterday. I looked, this is what the hell, my battery was at like 1% and then it just went dead. So sorry about that, guys. I think right now I'm at about 40%. Oh, there we go. I'm going to talk to him. That's World Radio 79. Let's see if we can talk to Hawaii. Hello, Mike. We're saying hi. How about it, World Radio 79? World Radio 79, Big Island, Hawaii. 791, Gulf Islands, waving. Let's see if we can... I think that's World Radio 79.
But hey, you take care. You go to the dinner table, man. Yeah, you go easy. Don't chew on the side you pulled it out now.
How about it, World Radio 79, Big Island, Hawaii, 17, World Radio 79, 9 Alpha Tango 791.
You take care, man. World Radio 791. You got a copy on me? 333 in the Blue Ridge.
How about it, World Radio 79, Big Island, Hawaii, a 79, Big Island, Hawaii, 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, waving aloha. Should be able to hear me.
Hello, Hawaii, 333, states.
How about it, 17 Division, 17 World Radio 79, 9 Alpha Tango 791, 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Doesn't look like 79 Hawaii's can hear the 791, not making it out. 791, QSX. Too bad. It's the first time that he hasn't actually heard me. Usually he hears me. CQ, 9 Alpha Tango, 791, QSX. I got 3 S units of noise floor in there. Channel 38 right now. It's the only channel with skip on it. CQDX, calling CQ, 9 Alpha Tango 791. 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands. Dead. No connection, man. Well, let's go out into the garden. Let's cruise around out in the garden. I'll leave that on. And turn that off. $7.89. All right. Let's go out into the garden, guys. Show you what things are looking like outside. Anyway, I did make a few contacts, which is better than no contacts, right? So I cannot believe this, man. When that bag of feed is gone, I'm not filling this thing up anymore. This is crazy. They're kicking it all over the ground. I just saw a little bird in here. It was just like picky and choosy and kicking most of that seed out onto the ground right there. So, you know what? There's enough things around in the garden for them to eat at this time of the year. So I don't think I'm going to fill that up anymore. Yes, we're so close to spring. Oh, look at the camellias. I got to show you something. Camellias are looking really good over here. Look at this. Show you something. UDX, Pismo Beach waving. Hey, UDX 133. I'm just looking at some camellias here. I just work in Australia. There's not a lot of skip coming in. Talk to a couple of Hawaii stations. And then Australia. Let's get in here past these palm trees. Look at that. Right there. Got the camellias happening there. Pismo Beach. That's where I'd like to be. Oh, there we go. There we go. I love these camellias. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful flowers, man. So many of them. So many of them are going to come on there. There's lots of flower buds on that camellia. So look at the jasmine vines. I love when the jasmine blooms. So nice. Yeah, I just can't wait till spring. I'm waiting for warmer weather. I'm sure the weather in Pismo Beach is balmy and palmy. I'm guessing at Pismo Beach right now it's probably 75 degrees, maybe 70, 75. Skip hasn't been good today. No, it's been dead here too. You know, I'll tell you something really funny, 133. So I came into the shack earlier today, absolutely dead. Every single channel dead. And I had to go do a landscape consultation for a customer on this very south end of our island. But he lives at about 1,200 feet above sea level. He's up on one of the mountains. And so I get up there and I get to the top and guess what? Hot and humid. Wow. Nice. Oh, 81 would be awesome. And so I get up to the top of the mountain. Skip starts coming in on my mobile. So I talked to 488 there, 488 in Macon, Georgia. And then I talked to 104 mobile in Tennessee. So I'm up there talking to these guys. And once I started driving back down, the skip completely disappeared. So it was up high. Anywhere up high in the mountain today, our people were going to be getting skip. But down here near sea level, no skip for us. I'm only 160 feet above sea level. So yeah, it's been pretty quiet on the band. I did work 473 Honolulu and World Radio 000 Maui. And then I talked to Sugar Whiskey 371 Australia, Melbourne, and then I talked to 055 Australia. And those were my skip contacts of the day. So nothing too spectacular, but we still did manage to work some skip. Yeah, I mean, being by the water is good too. Pismo Beach, you're right by the ocean. We're about 900 feet from the ocean here. We're right across the street from the ocean. And where we live on this island, we're on the very northern tip of the island. So we have like water. We have ocean right around us here. Very narrow strip of land here. So it helps being by the ocean. That's at least people always tell me, right? Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, just a wild kind of garden out here. No maintenance. Very, very low maintenance, or just about no maintenance. No lawn to cut. Cut a few palm fronds off once in a while when they go brown. If the lower ones, I hear an eagle. I think it's an eagle. Do you hear that? And he was out here earlier. I don't know what trees he's in though. He's hiding in one of the trees. And the loquat flowers are really open today. Look at that. There's the loquat tree there. So when that produces fruit on it, I'll make sure to shoot a video for you. The fruit, should produce quite a bit of fruit. It's up in one of those trees. It's either an eagle or a raven mimicking an eagle. They want food. If it's a raven, it wants more food. Oh, you hear that? Maybe it's in the arbutus tree. It might be in the Pacific madrona tree. I'm a mile from the beach, probably 50 feet sea level. Okay, so you're pretty close to the beach. That guy hasn't been in here since. Good, man. Thanks, Charlie. Just a troll. If you check out his channel, I guarantee he doesn't have any content on it. He's just that's what he does. Some people just go around to different channels to cause problems, right? I don't know why people are nuts. It's no different than people on the radio. You get that guy, that 111 clown on 38, and I'm sure the guy's probably got really decent equipment, really good equipment. And that's all he does is just cause H&D, hate and discontent, and stirs up trouble just to get on people's nerves. And he gets his jollies out of that. Isn't it weird that people are like that? I think people are just, he's probably got to have some sort of mental problem. So there's the beam right there, 26 foot to the boom. And then there's the IMAX, not super high. That's hooked up to the unit in Bearcat. I don't like that guy. That 111 guy's a pain in the butt, man. There's the Sigma Venom. And I'm going to go to the other side of the house and just see. Actually, I'm going to wait for hummingbird. I got so close to a hummingbird out here about 2 hours ago, I could have touched it. I actually shot a video of it. It's on here. Yeah, that 1-1. So you hear the 111 guy too, right? I mean, he comes in here really good. And he claims he's in Arizona somewhere. You know, so I don't know if that's true or not. I've shot videos of that guy, and one time he was mouthing off. Maybe he had too many wobbly pops, and he actually gave out his address. And he says, come on, try to do something about it, blah, blah, blah. That's when I almost wish the FCC would crack down on a guy like that, you know, and, you know, grab him and take his stuff away. Give him a fine or something, right? Yep, 623 Charlie's in there. And we have TNT Tom out in Chicago. And then you got me out here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. You think he's in California? Okay, he could be. He could be, so he's just BSing. Yes, he says his name's Timothy Hoffman, and he's in Arizona somewhere, so, I don't know, man. I just know the guy's crazy. He's absolutely nuts. To do that every single day, like just key up your microphone, put the microphone on lock, and maybe he goes to work, maybe he goes shopping, and just leaves that thing going on that recording. That is just, man, you got to be a few French fries short of a Happy Meal to do that, right? You really do. To cause that much hate and discontent and block up a channel, right? Because he's obviously pushing some power. Definitely pushing some power. This one's going to bloom soon too. This camellia. These are really nice plants, the camellias. Wendy plants those things all over the place. So we'll go down here. Hopefully my signal doesn't die. If it does, then I will go to the, I'll go back again. So look at the euphorbias blooming. Wow. You know, he's definitely got screws loose, Charlie. Definitely. Man, oh man. I wonder if that guy's married. He couldn't be married. Who would marry somebody that crazy? Look at that. Look at these euphorbias. Aren't those cool? These are really cool plants. Look at this. These are in the poinsettia family. So this is called a Euphorbia wolfenii cracus, or Cracus wolfenii. Aren't those really cool? They're evergreen. And yeah, you don't want to, if you break these things, the milky sap comes out, and you do not want to get that crap in your eyes. It'll cause temporary blindness, very painful, but they're pretty cool exotic plant. Spurge, there's a lot of them in here. Yeah. Things are growing, man. 60 for the high. Oh, 60 is good, man. 60 is great. You're a lot warmer than us. It's cool here right now. It's only about 44 degrees. So, but hey, it could be worse. It could be worse than 44, right? It could be minus 44. I'm sure it probably is someplace in Canada, right? So, and here's more spurge. 60 for the high is a perfect temperature. I don't mind that. It feels a lot hotter if the humidity's high. So if you have 60 as a high and then you got high humidity, then it might feel, or actually more so if you got 75 and you got high humidity, then it feels a lot hotter. Look at this, is starting to come into bloom here. This is a beautiful plant. Very fragrant. Very, very fragrant. That one's done blooming. That one bloomed in the wintertime. Eucalyptus trees bloom. Bay trees bloom. There's a lot of things that bloom. These bloom in the wintertime. They're done. These tropical looking trees here. These are fatsia trees. They get really cool tropical looking flowers on them that the hummingbirds love. I hear a big truck going by. Oh, look at it out here. It is nice. Big truck. It is, yeah, it's really, really nice. Feels a lot warmer in the sun. So, but yeah, we're so close to spring now, thank God. 7 days away. I can't wait to bring my motorbike out. So when the weather gets nicer, I'm a lot less likely to be in the radio room. I spend a lot more time in there in the winter months, right? When the weather is cooler and crappy, that's when I spend it in the radio room. So I'll go show you the Antron. Antron that's been up forever. And really, I should take it down at some point. There it is up there. Good old Antron. You got to love Antrons. It looks like it needs a cleaning. And I think probably some of the fiberglass is starting to deteriorate a little bit. So you got to really watch it. When you touch those things after they've been up for a while, you should wear gloves. Because somebody said you can get little slivers of insulation fiberglass in you. There it is. There's the old Antron that's been up there for about 3.5 decades, but not always in that spot. I've moved it to different locations around the property, right? And actually, I'm going to show you a tree I used to have it up in a long time ago. And it was up probably about maybe 85, 90 foot in the tree. Maybe 100 foot in the tree. Let's go see. I'll show you the tree. And maybe the mast is still up there. I had an arborist put it up and I had a different arborist take it down. So let's see which tree it was in. Oh man, it's bright back. It's warm back here. Nice. It was, oh, I gotta sneeze. The sun. Still standing strong, man. No, Antrons are really, really good antennas. It was, bloody sun right in my eyes. Let's see, it was in that tree. It was in that tree right there. And I don't know if you can see the mast. There's a mast way up there still in that tree, right? Way up there. So it was at the top of that tree, but that tree's grown since a little bit since they've taken it out. So this is a big tree. From there, you go up. I had it way up there, and you know what? Believe it or not, it didn't get out that great up there. It actually gets out better where I have it at about 27 feet. Isn't that crazy? So I had it up that 85, 90 foot high up there, and it gets out better down below, which is really, really weird. So anyway, I had a friend take it down for me probably in 2012. I think it was 2012. And yeah, I paid him. Did I pay him? Yeah, I paid him. He didn't want to get paid, but I paid him anyway. His kids used to come to our daycare. So, because my ex-wife had a daycare here. You're a really good guy. See, this is this crap don't want on the palm trees. This is bad news. This stuff, ivy, pull that off the palm trees. Bad news. I hate that crap. My mom thought she was doing me a favor one day when she came for a visit many years ago. She says, Joe, I'm going to plant this ivy for you. Planted a couple pots of this crap, and it's everywhere now. Anyway, that's what it looks like. It takes over the place. Look at that. That's ivy. Those were tree stumps. Just covers everything up. It's evergreen. Looks nice, but it's bad news. Bad news. I'm going to sit out in the sun here. It is absolutely freaking beautiful. And I'm going to flip this around. Oh, it's warm. I want to try to get a hummingbird for you guys up close to the feeders. Yeah, no, I talked to a lot of guys running Antron antennas, you know, and man, they get out good. Especially if you got some juice going behind them, some power, they get out really good. I talked to this one guy in Japan, and he runs an Antron 99, and he just blasts in here. Really, really good signal with his Antron. It might be the guy in Saitama, Japan. I talked to a guy in Nagoya too, but one of those two guys has an Antron. And then I talked to a guy out in the western Kiribati. Oh, there's a hummingbird. You see that? Look at him. Watch this. They're funny, eh? I can hear them up in the trees. There's a hummingbird over there. And then there's one here, seriously, I could have reached out and touched. You have to watch the video. I got the video on here, and I was like inches away from it. And then it didn't even really care. It was just drinking its juice. I cannot believe how much they drink. Look at how fast. I just filled that bloody thing up. It's just easy. It's just sugar water. But God, at the price of sugar, eh? Holy crikey. So I boil the water, and I do a 1/4 cup of sugar to 1 cup of water. So if you guys want to do hummingbird feeders, that's what you do. Boil the water first, or use pure water. Don't use any bad water with whatever they put in it, chlorine or fluoride or whatever. I'm using well water here. We're on a well. We have a deep well, so we have our own water system. But when these palm trees bloom too, I'll get a video for you because they put out spectacular flowers. All these palm trees bloom, and then they produce seed. This is very little seed on this one. Usually they produce way more seed, but this is the first year this female palm has actually bloomed. Darn Wendy, cutting off fronds. I don't like that. She cuts off. Yeah, you should never cut off green fronds off a palm tree. It's actually food for the palm. There's no biological reason to ever remove healthy green palm trees. There's a hummingbird there. They're fighting. Look at that. They're in the date palm. So yeah, because they don't lose them in the wild, there's no biological reason to ever take them off in the landscape. It actually stresses them out when you cut too many palm fronds off. Can you hear the hummingbirds? I'm waiting for them to get close to the feeder and we'll get one on video for you. They're very colorful. Some of them have purple kind of head, some of them are red, and then some of them don't have a lot of color at all. Some of them have green on them too. We got a well. Oh, you got a well too? Cool. That's good water. You know what the dentist used to say to me? When I was younger, he says, "Are you drinking well water?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, "I can tell you got good teeth. There's a lot of minerals, good minerals in it." That's what he used to say, right? So I don't know but I think well water is probably better for you. We got a deep well. It's 200 feet deep, and it produces a few gallons a minute, our well. I like it. I've always drank it. I put in my tea and stuff like that. Coffee. I don't drink a lot of coffee. Tea. I drink stinging nettle tea. I go down to the bottom of that ravine. I'll show you something. So we're on a ravine here. The back 40 of our property goes down there. It goes way past that, but that's a ravine down there, and there's a creek in behind that bamboo, and there's nettles. There's all these stinging nettles that grow down there. They come up. They'll be coming up soon, and I harvest those, and then I dry them in the sun, and I crunch them up when they're dry and put them in the tea. Really, really good for you. We drink Louisiana. Hey, what's Louisiana tea? Is that good? I'll try it. What is it? I'll try it. Try eating anything or drinking anything, as long as it's not heavy-duty alcohol. I'm not really a drinker that way, but I do like tea, especially if it's healthy tea. So Louisiana tea, that's cool. There's a hummingbird right there. There he is again. This guy's eluding me. Look at it. That's a new one. That one's, oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Try to get close. Gone. See, that one's a little bit more frightened. It takes off. Oh, God, are they so fast, eh? They're up in the arbutus tree there. Yeah, what is Louisiana tea? You can get it from Walmart. Oh, cool. So when I'm off island, I'll have to look for it because we don't have any Walmart here in our island, but there is one. So we take a 20-minute ferry over to the big island, Vancouver Island, and about a 15, well, maybe 20-minute drive, there's a Walmart. So yeah, that's cool. I'll have to check it out. Louisiana tea, is it sweet? Kind of like a sweet tea, like an iced tea or something like that? That's what I'm guessing. It's kind of like an iced tea. I like the American iced tea. It's good. Canadian iced tea is really sweet. I think American iced tea not so sweet, right? Not so much sugar. I'll have to check out that Louisiana tea. I'd like to go to Louisiana and eat some of their Cajun food down there. Eat some of those crawdaddies. Beam looks kind of cool, eh? With the little puffy clouds up behind it there. I'm waiting for the hummingbirds to come back, you guys. Well, maybe, I don't know if we're going to go off island this weekend. I'll have to ask Wendy. If we go off island this weekend, I'll check out Walmart. I always got to hit Walmart. Prices are so much cheaper there. Prices here on this island are very expensive. This is a very costly place to live. I hear hummingbird. They're buzzing around me. They're probably choked that I'm too close to the feeders. There he is. There he is. Oh, that's another one. I'm going to get close. There it goes. That was a fat one. That might have been a pregnant one with the eggs in it. Where did it go? Where did that hummingbird go? They're sitting in the palm trees, I think. You can make it yourself. It's in tea bags. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, nice. I'll have to try it. Because we got a lot of tea in our cupboard, but you know what? I don't think we have any Louisiana tea. We got so many different teas Wendy has in there. So I'm going to have to, I'll have to check out Louisiana tea. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe they have it here on our island. I should check in our, because we have a pretty good tea selection where I work. So I do the gardens, the commercial gardens for a big grocery store. There's 11 of them on Vancouver Island. It's a grocery store chain called Country Grocer. And, oh, there's the hummingbird right there. See that? I'm trying to get close. Can you see that hummingbird? That one's got green on it. That's a different one. That's beautiful. Look at the colors on that. Kind of got brown, got a white throat. Got green wings on it too. Okay, now I'm going to definitely have to look for Louisiana tea. Where did he go? It gets up in the palm somewhere. Huh. I'll stand over here in the sun. Come back again. Louisiana tea is on my list. You can add as much sugar as you'll make it. Caffeinated. Oh, okay, cool. Decaffeinated or caffeinated. Okay, that's good to know. Right on. Okay, I'm going to check that out, Charlie. That sounds pretty awesome to me. Actually, matter of fact, tomorrow I got to go to town and I'm going to go into Country Grocer and I'm going to see if they have some Louisiana tea. If they do have it, I'm going to get it. Because I do like tea. Actually, you know, I really don't drink coffee, rarely drink coffee. I have a latte. I have 3 lattes a week. So I work Tuesday to Thursday. And at about 5:20 in the morning, I go into the cafe where we work, because there's a little cafe there, and I get a latte. They make a good latte. I have a skim milk latte. That's it. Waving Hill Climber. There we go. Hey, I like that video you had the other day of your what was it? The thing you're roasting chicken. Was it chicken wings over the fire? And then you had a little thing with a kind of like a little winch on it. That's really cool, man. I'm just trying to capture these hummingbirds. A lot of hummingbirds around here, so I'm trying to get up close. I got really close to one. How's everything up there in Vermont today? I bet you it's beautiful. Getting close to spring. Oh, hummingbird right there. Right there. I'm going to zoom in. There he is, right there. See him? A little closer. Some of them aren't so afraid, and others just kind of bugger right off when I get close to them. See that? Got too close. Didn't like me. I'm gonna have to boil some water and fill up that feeder again. They're just drinking this stuff so fast. There's so many hummingbirds here. There's like all the time, and even at dusk, wings nice hummingbirds. We get them. Yeah. Well, they'll be back there soon because May's not that far away. Time flies. Yeah, I hear they're year round. They just never leave. They're just always just buzzing around here. So, but it's really cool when you can get I can get really close to some of them. You got to see, oh, there's one right there. That's the fat one. That's the pregnant one, I think. She's got eggs in her. That's a mama hummingbird right there. Gone. That's funny. Funny little things, eh? They're so fast. There's Anise and there's Rufus. There's 2 types of hummingbirds here, Anise and Rufus, right? And they live in that tree right over there. They live in that cedar tree. They always go to that cedar tree. That's where they sleep at night. Rain or shine, They're here. They're pretty amazing little things. Yeah, I'm looking forward to warmer days, I'll tell you that. I really am. But, you know, winters here are pretty wet out on these islands. We get a lot of what we like to call liquid sunshine. Pronounced Louisiana. Louisiana tea. Cool. I'll say that when I go to Country Grocery. I'll need some Louisiana. It's funny. I was talking to my buddy today, and they call him Gator. That's his nickname. There was two of them, two brothers. They are twins. One of them died last year or the year before, but he moved here from Louisiana. He's got a very strong Louisiana accent. And it's funny, I was actually talking to Gator today. And how old is Gator? He's going to be 42 soon. He moved here, I think about probably 20 years ago from Louisiana. And he was back there last year. And he's telling me all the good food he was eating down there, all that Cajun food. I could relate. Yeah, because his mom lives down there still. His mom lives down there in Louisiana. So I'd like to visit there. Oh, there's hummingbird. Right there. See that? Look at that. Hello. Hey there, hummingbird. How you doing? Psst, 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 psst. Cute little things, eh? There it goes. I can barely fly. It's so fat. You see that thing? That is a big hummingbird, man. That thing is like, yeah, Wendy figures she's got eggs in her. That's kind of cool. Huh. Very, very cool. Well, you know what? There was a nest out here last year, a hummingbird nest. Oh, I should show it to you. I got it. I got the hummingbird nest. You got to see these things. They're so tiny. I'll show you the hummingbird nest. It is right. Where is it? Right there. That is a hummingbird nest. There's my hand. That's how small it is. Look at that is a hummingbird nest right there. Isn't that amazing? It's very cool, isn't it? Okay, you know what we're going to be doing for, it's 4:30 already. I'm going to have to do pizzas. We're doing pizzas today, so I got to get, yeah, feeding the hummingbirds is great, man. I love it. And I don't really need to have the feeders out here in the summertime because there's a lot of more things for them to, eat, flowers blooming. In the wintertime, we have flowers blooming, but there's way more in the summer, spring and summer. So I don't know. I mean, I really like them coming around these windows here, so maybe I still will. I suppose much skip. Let's just go see. Let's go see in the radio room before I go back in the house because I got to make pizza. Wendy said it's pizza night tonight. Look at this. See these plates? See these plates? I don't see any plates from Illinois here yet. Maine, Hawaii. That's a really old Hawaii one. I got other ones. British Columbia, 1959. British Columbia, 1952. 52, British Columbia. North Dakota. An old Alberta one. Panama. California. Maine. Old British Columbia. Some of the plates. I got a lot of plates. And there was an Ontario one there too. Yeah, it's definitely cool out here, man. Maybe the skip is all done. I don't know. No, there's no skip, Charlie. There's no skip. Look at that. When 38's dead, it's dead out there. So, how about on this one? CQDX, CQ South Pacific, CQ South Pacific, 9 Alpha Tango 791, 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Got the beam pointed southwest, and a lot of times we're going to be picking up more stuff on the beam than the ground plane. CQ calling CQDX South Pacific or Southeast Asia, 9 Alpha Tango 791, North Pacific. Got a fish skip. Got to cast that line out into DX land and hope for a bite, huh? Calling CQ, calling CQ. 9 Alpha Tango 791. Quiet. I think I hear somebody out there. This is 9 Alpha Tango 791. There is somebody out there. Is that a South Pacific station? We don't have any skip coming in, really. This is 9 Alpha Tango 791 Gulf Islands. Definitely somebody out there came back. Live tomorrow. Yeah, I'll go live tomorrow, Charlie, for sure. It's kind of fun. I think tomorrow might rain out. CQ, calling CQ, 9 Alpha Tango, 791, Gulf Islands. Is there any South Pacific or Southeast Asia stations out there? Copy. 9 Alpha Tango, 791. Try one more time. Calling CQ, 9 Alpha Tango, 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific, QRZ. Nothing. I tried. Turn that off. Oh well. Yeah, I'll go live tomorrow for sure. That'd be good. I like going live. It's kind of fun. I used to go live a lot more when I did actually have a computer in here, but it used to cut out all the time. You know, the internet wasn't the greatest, Charlie, but thanks to this Android Wendy gave me. This is her old iPhone, okay? So Wendy got an iPhone 14, and she asked me if I wanted to use the old Android for shooting videos. So she gave it to me, so that's what I'm using. I'm using her old Android. And the phone's disconnected and all that, but I can shoot videos, which is good enough for me. Did you see the, hey Charlie, did you see the QSL cards I got? I shot a video on Jungle Joe, see Video Gates. These ones came in from Thailand today. Okay, these are really beautiful cards. I'll show you these cards I got from Thailand. These are my first cards from Thailand. I mean, I got cards from all over the world, but these came in from Thailand today. 153 Alpha Tango 777. Yeah, it's not bad quality with this thing, eh? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's where I'd like to be, on that beach. And then here's his QSL cards. That's a postcard. 153 Alpha Tango 777. Jan in Thailand, really nice guy. I'd like to send you a Q. How would you do? Oh, you can send me a QSL card. All my information, and I'll send you some back. There's my cards. Some of my cards, and I'll show you the other side. Here, 9 Alpha Tango 791, British Columbia. These are my club cards. And then there's the IslandRock, Islands on the Air. There's our island flag right there. And yeah, and then I put all the stuff in there, the information. That's our island. That's my card there. And then here, I'd send you one of these ones too. These are my cards. I've had so many different cards. These ones I designed when I was 16. I got those printed in 1981, North Carolina, Lexington, North Carolina. Got white ones too. I got 2,000 of them printed. So, because I do a lot of shortwave listening. I used to when I was younger. That's my shortwave radio, worldwide SWLing. There's my number, 791. And I used to hang out a lot up on 27805 and the higher frequencies, QSL 100%. So, yeah, if you want to QSL with me, I QSL 100%. You can always email me at bananajoe@telus.net. So if you email me at bananajoe@telus.net, you can get my address, and I can get your address. Look at that. There's his family. So he's a Dutch fella from the Netherlands, and he moved to Thailand 16 years ago. Smart man. Smart man. Look at that. Beautiful, man. So tropical there. That's just great. Oh, he's got a coconut drink. That's the way to do her. Look at that. That's excellent. Oh, my God. Coconut out of the drinking coconut water out of the coconut is like the best thing ever. So, yeah, 153 Alpha Tango 777. I've talked to him, I think 2 or 3 times now. Very good sounding station. My email is bananajoe at telus.net. Okay? Banana Joe at telus.net. I'll show it to you. Here. Matter of fact, I think I have one of my business cards here. Let's see. Is it on here? Is it on one of these cards? Nope, it's on one of these ones. Hang on here. I think it better be on one of these ones. I'll point the camera at it so you can see. Oh, do we have any left in here? Hang on. Oh, maybe they're in the house. I think they are. Son of a gun. Yeah, they are in the house. Banana Joe at telus.net, and I'm going to have to bring a card in here. I'll write it down for you. I'll show you what it looks like. Looks like this. Here. Let me write it down. So, Banana Joe at telus, TELUS .net. This is what it looks like. There's my email right there. Banana Joe at telus.net. All right? Right there. And it's just small. It's not upper casings. That's my email. Banana Joe at telus.net. I still keep my old provider, like that was our internet provider. So I still have the email through them, but I use Starlink. Yeah, that internet provider is freaking useless for our location. I'm not going to say they're a bad company, but where we are, they just don't work very well. It's just, we're just too far out in the boonies here. And yeah, better to get Starlink. Starlink that's the bomb. So if you send me QSL cards, I will send you my QSL cards back from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific, and I will put our confirmed QSO on there because I've talked to you many, many times, and I just have to look at my logbook, or I just have to look on a video, and I will know when I talk to you. So CQ 9 Alpha Tango 791. I don't know if there's anybody out there. How you spell banana? I'll show you. I'll flip it around. Right there. B, Bravo, Alpha, November, Alpha, November, Alpha. Right there. No, just like that. Bravo, Alpha, November, Alpha, November, Alpha. Banana, B-A-N-A-N-A. Banana. Joe at telus.net. So easy there. And you drop me an email and I'll get you, then I can get your address and get my address. I'm actually mailing QSL cards tomorrow. I have to mail some to Thailand tomorrow to my buddy Jan there. I think the skip is done, buddy. I think we're done for skip here. You know, I think that's it. I think we're done for the night. I might come in a little bit later. I don't know. So yeah, and you know, I've got QSL cards from every 50 state. For every 50 state, I have QSL cards, and all the provinces in Canada, but I haven't had a QSL card from Illinois for a long time. So a QSL card from Illinois would be super cool. I'm going to put this here, right there, and what I'm doing, I'm just going to fill out my log. Oh, I thought I filled this out today. I didn't. God. 473. Huh. I didn't. I thought I did. So yeah, you send me your address, and we'll exchange addresses. So I talked to 17 World Radio 79, or no, 000 Maui. It's the 13th today. I always write them in a logbook. I don't know if you keep a log, but I keep a log. I've been keeping a log since I started in 1978. I started keeping my logs. So I got all my log books from 1978 up. You know what they should do with radios? They should actually have an odometer on them, like a car. And every time you talk to somebody, that would be a cool invention, wouldn't it? You talk to somebody and the mileage appears. So when I'm talking to you or you're talking to me, you got like a little digital thing on the side and the mileage appears. So you're probably, I don't know how far you are from the Gulf Islands. I really don't. I'm not too sure. Maybe maybe you're 2,000 miles, I'm guessing. I'm going to say 2,000 miles. 2,000 miles away. We'll have to look that up. I'm on Salt Spring Island, so you could actually Google. We could actually Google that. We could Google the distance between your town and Salt Spring Island. Ganges is our main village on Salt Spring Island. That'd be kind of cool. 473. I talked to Honolulu today. Honolulu, but I could not get back to World Radio 79. So you do keep a log. That's cool. Right on, man. I think it's good. And I use it because when people send me QSL cards, I go back to that logbook and then I can see what channel I talked to them on. And when I fill out my QSL cards, it's a lot easier. The time, the channel, their call number, and all that stuff. So right now I'm logging 473. His name was Pedro. He's actually my friend on Facebook too. A lot of these people I talk to are actually on Facebook with me. So which is cool. So we can still communicate that way, which is kind of nice. This guy right here, Pedro in Honolulu, he's got a cool channel. He's doing a live stream on his Facebook today. Okay, so I think I got that guy's number right. So we got 43 Whiskey 271 Whiskey Charlie, 43 Whiskey Charlie 271 Australia. So I did a couple of Australia stations today. Ocean Grove, Australia. And what was his name? Ocean Grove. Ocean Grove, Australia. Now I got to get some of that tea. I'm craving Louisiana tea, and I've even. Where do you get QSL card? Oh, I had them printed up. I get them. You had to get them printed at a print shop, right? Mine are club cards through Alpha Tango, so they printed them for me in Italy. The Alpha Tango cards. So the one that I showed you up there. The other ones I got in North Carolina a long time ago. That was 1981. The very first cards I got printed, I think, were 1977. Then I got some in 78. So I've gone through a lot of cards, and each time I do 1,000. Each time I do 1,000 cards. Get 1,000 cards printed up. So you can see how many cards I've shipped out over the years, right? A lot of cards. Too many cards. Think of all the postage I've spent. All money on postage. 271. What channel did I talk to him on? 545. Postcards work too. You don't have to have QSL cards. Hey, postcards are just as good. If you don't have QSL cards, just use postcard. Go grab a postcard at the post office or whatever, and definitely that's okay. Postcards work for me. I like postcards because I got a lot of QSL cards, like I say, from all 50 states, and so map cards of the state. They have those, which are kind of cool. But yeah, whatever you want. Not everybody has QSL cards. I've always had them. I've always QSL'd, right? So your local print shop, what you do, you design a card, or if you're in a club, the clubs offer you cards, and you can get the cards through the club. 3:44. I'm going to say 4 p.m. Let's just see here. And what channel did I talk to him on? 545. 545. 545. Was that on 545 too? Yeah, it was. 7 USB. There we go. Got her done. Everything's in the logbook. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to go into the house and I'm going to upload some YouTube videos. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upload some video gates, all right? And then I'm going to work on that pizza. Can I just write? Yeah, you can do a card. Yeah, do a postcard. Hey, a postcard is good. I love postcards. If you can go, next time you're out, grab a postcard of Illinois. Because, your post office, or they probably even have them at Walmart. If you're at Walmart, grab a postcard and send me a postcard, because that's really cool. And when I get it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do a video gate for you. I'll do a video gate of me taking it out of the envelope. And I'll send you my QSL cards. Okay, I'll send you 2 of my QSL cards. 2 different QSL cards here from the Gulf Islands, confirming our QSO. But yeah, do that. Go, when you're at Walmart, look at their postcard section. And yeah, a postcard would be really cool from your area, because looks like you live in a pretty cool area. That lake is pretty amazing, you know? So I'm going to head into here and make a pizza soon. So anyway, I'm going to shut this off now because it's pizza time. Time to cut up vegetables. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do peppers, and I'm going to do mushrooms, and then Wendy's got salami. And you know what we use? You know the easiest way to make pizza? I'm going to show you something. Just want to show you something here, man. Use these things. Use these flat wraps right there. That thing right there. That's what you use, flat wraps. And you put your tomato sauce on it. Hey, I know what would be good on the pizza. Bacon. Anyway, yeah, Charlie, thanks a lot, man. And yeah, email me. I'll get your address, and I'll send you some QSL cards. All right, buddy. Have a good day. Thanks for tuning in to Gulf Island Rock, and we will do a stream tomorrow. Happy Friday the 13th, what's left of it. It is just about 5 p.m. here on the Gulf Islands, out here in the North Pacific. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.